Hello, my name is Haulana Matamonesha, and today I'm excited to share our project, Bloomland. So, Bloomland is a semantic aware, multimodal data warehouse for crowdsourcing and contextualizing AI generated education content in fragile contexts. So, we are a team of three. I am Haula, and my colleagues are Suko Benjamin and Twente Edgar. So, starting off with a challenge. So education in fragile contexts, such as refugee camps, it faces serious problems. Children in such settings lack access to culturally relevant learning materials. Most content that is availed is generic and it is created without the understanding of local languages, cultures, or the realities of such settings. So additionally, there is a very big misalignment with Uganda's competence-based curriculum. So the result of all this, we have a very low engagement of the learners, we have poor learning outcomes and missed opportunities for thousands of these displaced children. This is not just an education problem, it is a humanitarian crisis. And so to solve this, we developed a semantic-aware multimodal data warehouse. Our system collects real data directly from refugee communities. This is done through crowdsourcing. We then use a knowledge graph to understand the cultural context and the semantic relationships. So then this rich context, it feeds into a RAG system, RAG for Retrieval Augmented Generation system that is powered by artificial intelligence. Then this generates localized, culturally relevant, and curriculum-aligned educational content. The result is that the learning materials actually do resonate with the children. It is something they can relate to. And so our solution comes with several powerful features that we do have locally relevant lesson plans and culturally appropriate visual storyboards. We would, and then our core innovation is our core innovation is the combination of a knowledge graph, which ensures AI does not just generate content, it generates the right content for the right context. For the tech and architecture, here is how the system works. Here's how the system works technically. So for the front end, we do have, excuse me, the front end is powered by Flutter. We use Flutter because it supports cross-platform development. And then the back end is built in Fast API. This was chosen for speed and reliability. Then the brain of the system is a Grok-powered LLM that is combined with retrieval augmented generation. And then we do store our data, our structured data in Postgres SQL, and then the semantic relationships in Neo4j knowledge graph. This architecture allows us to understand the context deeply and generate high quality educational content. Moving on to the business model and who will use our system. So primarily, our primary users are the NGOs working in education settings, the accelerated education program, and this was majorly a program designed for learners who have taken time out of school due to various reasons, for example, refugees. So in this accelerated education programs, they do use a competence-based curriculum that I talked about earlier. So this is one that focuses on what a learner can do more than what they know. They focus on what you can do. And and then the Ministry of Education. So then we plan to generate revenue through the subscription modules and IPI usage fees, and then also government and donor contracts. So this is a huge and growing market opportunity as refugee population increases. As of now, we are aware Uganda is a home to over 1.5 million refugees, and of these, we have about 337 learners in school. So our solution is best. It has a high market potential. And for moving on to the future plan, so looking ahead, we plan to expand more to more refugee hostings and to more refugee hosting regions in East Africa, and then we want to support more languages. As we know from our research, we were able to identify that most refugees in the country come from Congo, then we have South Sudan, and these countries have different first languages. For Congo, we have French, then we have Arabic from the South Sudanese, and then in Uganda, it's English. So we would want to support very many languages as possible, and then we want to develop strategic partnerships with NGOs and government bodies so that we can successfully run a pilot. And then, so to achieve all this, in our next phase, we are requesting for 5,000 US dollars. This is going to support field data collection, community training, cloud infrastructure, and continuously refining the AI bit of our work. And so here are screenshots of the working prototype, which is hosted on Renders, and its current capabilities. We do have localized lesson generation, basic competency mapping, and some feedback. So then at the rightmost is the creation lab, where the syllabus generation, where educators are able to do that, to generate a syllabus. Then to my left, we do have the creation lab, where you can come and generate like a lesson for your learners, or a learner themselves generating a lesson. Then you do have a dashboard for monitoring and evaluation. Thank you so much. These are our contact details from Makerere University, the Department of Computer Science. Thank you.